Hello, FlossTube. Welcome to my channel. My name is Robin. This is my channel, Lady Robins. I am happy that you're here with me today. It is a beautiful Tuesday. It is the 18th of May, and this is my FlossTube number 76. Welcome. If you are brand new here, this is a channel about cross stitch. So I hope that's what you are hoping to hear about, because that's what I'm going to talk about. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I am thrilled that you're here with us. I am thrilled if we've got new friends with us. I am just all happy about cross stitch today. I had time this morning to hit my local LNS. I needed a little bit of fabric. So today's episode is going to have stitching. I'm going to show you my WIPs. I'm going to show you a little bit of haul, talk about my plans, and I do have a Black Needle Society box that was delivered yesterday. So, spoiler alert, I am going to show the Black Needle Society Rainbow Stitches box at the end of the video. So if you are curious what's in that latest box, stick around. I will unbox it here on this edition of FlossTube. So, grab yourself a beverage. I have mine, and we are back to our Starbucks You Are Here mugs. This is another Disney mug. This is the Haunted Mansion. Yeah, this one was, I was so lucky to get this one. We went to Disneyland, of course, this was a couple of years ago, right after this mug was released, and it was gone. It was gone within, I don't know, 6 months at the most. And so I was really thrilled to snag this one. So this one actually kind of gets tucked in the back of the cupboard. I don't take it out very much because it would not be one I could easily replace if something happened to it. So here we are at the Haunted Mansion. Nothing interesting in the mug. It is the afternoon, and I'm just having water. That's okay. Good for your body, right? Okay, I want to point out that in case you think the color balance on your screen is off, because my face looks pretty red, and as I'm looking at my camera, it looks pretty red to me as well. I went kayaking on Sunday, and I got sunburned, so my face is really red. There's no blush involved, guys. This is what happens when you haven't had sun in a million years, and you forget about the sunscreen, and you just go out kayaking like a crazy person, and then you get into shore, and you're like, uh-oh, I think I'm a little toasty. Yep. Although I will say I'm slightly proud of my sunburn because it means I didn't hide inside. I actually got outside in the sun. It was glorious. But that means because I was out goofing around on the water, I didn't stitch on Saturday at all. There was very little stitching on Saturday, and Sunday, I didn't do much stitching on Sunday. There's not a lot of WIP progress to show, but that's okay. I'll show you what I've got. Okay? Strap in, grab yourself a beverage, and let's talk about the stitching, shall we? Okay, so this week I worked on 3 of my WIPs, and 2 of them are for WIP Go. So I feel good that I'm making a little bit of progress on WIP Go. So let's see. Oops, that's the wrong bag. That's my haul. I worked on Cranberry Christmas, and so far this month I have only worked on Cranberry Christmas. I'm looking at my notes. I've only worked on it 3 days. My goal for WIP Go is to work on a piece for 5 days. So I still have 2 days of stitching left to do on Cranberry Christmas, and this is our hands-on design, and I am stitching this on, I believe, where's my tag? I think this is 32. Yep, 32 count vintage country mocha. So here is, and I've still got the needle in the fabric. as you do, right? So I am working on the little piece, the little ornament in all the sulkies. These are charted in sulkies by Kathy Haberman, our beautiful hands-on designer lady. So there we are. That is my progress on Mary. I am thoroughly enjoying this, and if you remember, the last time I started working on this was probably almost a year ago, and I restarted it. But there is a hashtag, so if you want to follow along, I don't know how many other people jumped on this hashtag, but it is Cranberry Sal. So Cranberry Sal, you guys, if you want to start stitching this, and then don't forget to hashtag your posts, and we can check in on each other and our progress. I haven't posted this. I wanted to show you guys first, and now I'll take a picture and I'll put it up on Instagram so we can get a little love going on that hashtag. So that is my first WIP Go piece, and that's the first thing I worked on. So there we go. Cranberry Christmas. Yeah, got to get a few more ornaments stitched before December. All right, so that's the first thing that I stitched on. The second thing that I stitched on this week, I gave my Gnomes in the Garden by beloved Bent Creek. I gave that one 3 days of stitching. So there's quite a bit of progress to show on this one. And I don't know if I do have the chart. I've got this in a Tara, the 805 stitcher. She makes these beautiful project bags, and this is a gnome themed bag. I knew I had to have it when I saw that on, I think one of the Steel City Stitchers showed this bag, and when I saw it, I zoomed straight over to Tara. Again, she's the 805 Stitcher. I zoomed over to her Etsy shop and picked that up immediately. So here's our chart. It's a long one, so it's kind of hard to get it all in the camera for you, but it's called Gnomes in the Garden Row. And I got quite a bit done on this guy. So let me show you my progress. Last time we were together, I was at the H. So I had just finished off the H. So now I've got another gnome sitting on her cute little toadstool there. And then I'm just starting on the O. And this one is charted in all sorts of different flosses. There's Weeks, there's DMC, there's Gentle Art Sampler threads, lovingly called Gast. And I've kind of given it my own spin a little bit. Some of the clothing on the gnomes I've switched out to other fancy flosses and DMCs, and I didn't like all of the letters being charted in that brown. Now the brown is beautiful. It's Picnic Basket, and that's actually a really good brown. It's got some good variegation. I don't know if you can see that very well, if I can get that up to my camera, but like there's a really nice variegation in that H. And then over here on the M and the N, I hit a really good spot of variegation on those guys. But I wanted a little more variety. I didn't want that to be the first thing you saw. I wanted the gnomes to stand out a little bit. So I thought if the alphabet kind of, was forward and back, if it wasn't all brown, it wouldn't be the first thing that hit your eye. So I'm kind of hoping that those cute little gnomey guys will be the first thing that you'll notice. And I still have to, do the French knots for their eyes. But I always wait until the end because I'm always afraid I'm going to stretch them because I stitch in hand. So a lot of times that will be the last, well, not a lot of times, like always, it'll be the last thing I will add to my pieces. Now this is stitched on a 36 count Lakeside linen, and I believe it's River Willow is the color. And so I'm doing it with one thread. So one floss, one strand of floss over 2 linen threads, and it's stitching up really nice. I am very happy with how my stitches are laying on the Lakeside linen. It's actually one of my favorite linens. I like that a lot. In fact, I know a couple of people have mentioned that they're in a monthly linen club where they receive Lakeside linen. If you happen to be in that linen club, would you let me know? Because I search and search and I have yet to find it, but I would love to be in the Lakeside Linen Monthly Club. That would be fantastic. I just like the heft of their linen a little bit better than others. You know, it's it's personal preference, right? So that's just one that I really like to stitch on. So enough about linen, right? Okay, and then the crazy thing was when I was trying to stitch out of the cabin, but we had some fully vaccinated friends with us, so not much stitching happened. But what did happen, just because I don't think you can see it, but my husband was watering plants, and he watered my chart. I was really glad he didn't hit the stitching with those overdyed flosses. I'm just sure something would have run, because they're not always all color fast. So I'll take a little wrinkling on my chart over running color on my fabric. So I was very happy to have dodged a bullet there. Okay, the last WIP that I worked on is my Huckleberry Farm by the Blue Flower. So that is my second WIP Go piece. And this week, I think I'm looking down at my notes. Yeah, I only got 1 day in on that. So Huckleberry Farm, I'm kind of lagging behind on that. I have only stitched on that 2 days this month, so I need to get 3 more in. And let me show you where I'm at. So this is, in case you haven't seen that, this is Huckleberry Farm by the Blue Flower, which I really like. And this is stitched on a 36 count linen. It was hand dyed by Stephanie at BeStitchMe for me. I told her I wanted what's on the picture, because when I got the called for fabric, it did not have the purple that I wanted. So I talked to, not Stephanie, Brandy. So I talked to Brandy, and she knocked it out of the park. So here I am. This is what I have gotten done. So when last we were together, I know that I had put the little bird, and I got this stem going. And so this time I worked down here, and I got all those leaves in. I know I got this little white flower put in, and then I started in on the mountain. So that's where I'm at on Huckleberry Farm, peeking over the top at you. So I am just really having a good time stitching on this. And again, I am doing something new on my stitching here. I've got this on a scroll frame, and I'm using my brand new Elan lap stand. And I'm still working out the mechanics on the Elan stand. Because this frame, this is a 24-incher, you guys. This is super long. So it's actually longer than the seat in my stitching chair. So I'm having to sit on the sofa. And it was pretty funny because my husband said, "Now you're on the sofa? Are you going to stitch everywhere in the house?" And I was like, yes I am, dear. I'm going to stitch everywhere in the house. I kind of took over his TV viewing and his, iPad reading spot. My husband is so patient and so kind that he just was like, okay, whatever. He just found another seat to sit in. And what was really funny though is he didn't go sit in my normal stitching spot. I thought that would have been justice, right? If he would have taken over the big comfy chair. He didn't. He went someplace else. I appreciate that man. He's a good guy. Okay, so that's it, you guys. That's all the stitching. I'm sorry there's so little of it, but I kind of figured because I filmed last week on Wednesday, there was an extra day of stitching, so I had one less day than normal. Plus the sun came out and there was kayaking, so that also took out 2 days of stitching for us. That's okay. I'll probably make up for it this week, right? That's what I'm going to tell myself. I'm going to make up for the lost stitching next week. That's okay, right? Nobody's mad. As long as there's some stitching to look at, we're happy, right? That's what I think. As long as there's some stitching to look at. I don't have an FO. I don't have an FFO to show you, which I should because I've got those two small sitting on my desk. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. There's so much to get to, right? Okay, so I thought the next thing I would jump into is a little haul because I went, like we discussed last video, I went down to Acorns and Threads and I bought quite a few new things, but I didn't get all of the fabric that I needed. So I went to my LNS up here in the Seattle area, which is Threadneedle Street, and the lovely Denise helped me about 3 hours ago get some fabric. So I'm going to show you a little bit of fabric, and it's not all that interesting. You've probably seen all this stuff before, but I am raring to start my Quaker Turtle. And I have to laugh because Kim, who is the Southern Louisiana stitcher, when I told her that I really wanted to start the turtle, she commented, "Start the turtle!" So I'm kitting this up, and it doesn't take much. On our Quaker Turtle that I bought last week at Acorns and Threads by AuryTM Design, all you need is one color of floss, and they stitched it in DMC 3808, which turns out is also in Pretty Little Hawaii. So these two, I want to do the Quaker Turtle and Pretty Little Hawaii from Satsuma Street, put them in my living room, so they're just going to go together perfectly. So I'm not doing anything different. I'm going for 3808 on the Quaker Turtle. And then I picked up, it is a 32 count antique white linen. My thinking is I definitely want to stitch it on white, and she didn't, Denise at Threadneedle Street said she hasn't been able to get the white in quite a while. There is still a lag in the supply chain from COVID, but antique white is just perfect. It's just fine. I'm not unhappy that I don't have, white. This is great. But I'm thinking it will take me a little bit of time to get this stitched up. So I'm thinking if it gets grimy from stitching, if I do it in this and DMC, I can wash it when I'm done. So that kind of made me feel really good about my choice for what to do on this pattern. And the other thing that's really fun is Margaret Yoder, who also commented on my video last week, said that she loves this pattern and she wants to stitch it. And so I reached out to Margaret and I said, "Hey, do you want to sell it with me?" And she was like, "Yes, let's sell it." Guys, if you want to sell this Quaker Turtle with Margaret and I, feel free. Jump on in. We're not going to start right away. I was thinking maybe around the 1st of June, but Margaret still needs to get her fabric. So whenever Margaret gets her fabric, we're going to start selling it together. And I just checked on Instagram. Quaker Turtle Sal, hashtag Quaker Turtle Sal is available. So that's going to be our hashtag Quaker Turtle Sal. Easy, right? So if you've got this sitting in your stash or you want to go buy it, feel free, come and join Margaret and I as we sell this wonderful turtle, this Quaker Turtle together. So I'm ready to go, guys, whenever you are ready. we'll do it. We'll do it together. And I might make a quick post on Instagram with the picture of this chart so that people know what we're going to do. So that was one of the things that I did at Threadneedle Street this morning. I picked up that fabric, and then the other things that I did. Oh, and here I brought Pretty Little Hawaii with me so that we could check fabric, because I had bought fabric a long time ago to start this piece, so I wanted to bring my fabric along so that we could match it, because these two pieces are going to be displayed in my living room together, so I want them to match. So Denise was brilliant at helping me do that, so that was fun. And then I couldn't leave it behind. I just couldn't. I picked up Hands-On Design. There's a little bit of a theme here today, huh? I picked up the 31 or 31st, her latest little block party. So this one for Halloween. I love it, and she had the pins, and I love that it comes with the finishing fabric. So I picked up block party and that block party, and then I did pick up the blackboard fabric to go with that. So I am ready for a start on that. And then what else did I do? I did pick up a couple missing floss. Here's my more floss. It does say on the Quaker Turtle that it took them 4 skeins of floss. So I now have the 4 skeins of 3808 all raring to go. Let's see here. What else? Oh, I had picked up Red, White, and Bloom last week at Acorns and Threads. So this week I picked up 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. According to the pattern here, a fat quarter of 36 count fabric will stitch all of them. So I just went with Vintage Country Mocha, one of my favorites. So picked up fabric to start the Red, White, and Bloom. And then what else did I do? Oh yeah. When I was looking around, Denise had an old Prairie Schooler, and it's in the cardstock. And so this is Sunny Days, and it's so cute. I couldn't leave it behind, and I'm thinking that's going to look fabulous in my dough bowl on my dining room table. So I've got a bunch of smalls to do for summer stitching. I'm super stoked about this. And you guys, it was $9. This was a steal. I mean, patterns now, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm like, what do you mean this pattern's $15? But it is what it is, right? I mean, designers need to be paid for their work and their creativity. But I remember the days when patterns weren't that expensive. So I felt like I had, you know, robbed a bank almost, getting out of there with a $9 pattern. Anyway, Prairie Schooler, Summer Days, yay. I was so excited. And Denise even commented, that's a pretty good price, right? Like, yeah. And she goes, and it's the cardstock. I'm like, I know. So I couldn't leave it behind. And then I do not know when I am going to get this stitched, but again, could not leave it behind. I love a good rainbow. I love anything with a good rainbow in it. And so I picked up Northern Expressions Needleworks, the Twisted Rainbow Sampler. Look at that. Yeah, I love it. I'll probably stitch it on white. I'm thinking a white Linda would be really, really nice for this. It looks fantastic on the black, but somehow in my head I see it on white. However, I have no idea when I'm starting this. I just needed it in my stash for when I'm ready to start it. So that was my other haul. I think at this point, yep, my bag is empty. That's all that I got at Threadneedle Street today. All right, you guys, I think that is it in terms of haul, in terms of WIPs. My plans are simple. I really want to get my WIP goals knocked out of the park this week, so I am going to be concentrating on Huckleberry Farm and Cranberry Christmas, because I need, between the two of those, I need 5 days of stitching. So it's very possible you're going to see me next week and I will only hold up 2 pieces. But that's okay, because I need those goals completed. I need to not be flitting around everywhere, which as I do. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk to you about really quick is one of my viewers, Rebecca Felker, recommended a FlossTuber to me, and I went and watched her latest FlossTube, and I wanted to point her out to you guys as well. Her name is Rainy Day Reads. So she is doing something very fun. She is a booktuber. BookTube is exactly like FlossTube, except you're talking about books, you're talking about work to reading, you're talking about your reading goals. She's combining her two loves together, books and stitching. So I watched her latest video, Rainy Day Reads. It's R-A-I-N-E-Y Day Reads. It was delightful. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to her talk about books, and I loved seeing her WIPs. So if you're like me and you love both those things, Rainy Day Reads might be a good one for you guys. So go check her out. Speaking of books, she got me inspired to share what I'm reading, because I haven't done that for a few weeks. So I am reading Without a Brew by Ellie Alexander. This is the 5th book in the Cozy Mystery series set in Leavenworth, Washington. So you need a cute cozy mystery? Without a Brew. When I'm done with that, I am going to hit a nonfiction title that has been languishing on my shelf forever. This one, A Woman of No Importance, and this is by Sonia Purnell. She is talking about Virginia Hall, who is an American spy who was very instrumental in the Second World War. And what's really interesting is very few people know about her. So this is what I'm going to read after I'm done goofing around in Leavenworth. So there's your book recommendation. Okay, 2 more things. I am doing new things today, you guys. As you know, I hardly ever do giveaways. However, I am getting to the point where it is very obvious to me that my amount of stash has exceeded my life expectancy. I am never going to stitch everything I have in my stash. So I want to give away some charts that will fit in an envelope. So in the description box, I do have a Happy Mail form. Fill out the Happy Mail form, because if I draw your name, I'm going to look on that form and mail it to you. If you're not on the Happy Mail form, I'm just going to move to the next person. Sorry, but that's what I'm going to do. I have 5 old Shepherd's Bush cards here with adorable patterns on them. I'm going to show them to you. And I would like to send these to you. They all fit in this envelope. So I've got 5 of these. There's going to be 5 winners. And please, I'm going to tell you the words to say, but please do not say giveaway. Be 18 so I can legally have your address. I'd love it if you're a subscriber. And that's all my rules. All right, so what we've got here is the Shepherd's Bush, and this is called the Herb Garden. So if you would like to stitch this guy, say herb. The next one I've got also by Shepherd's Bush. You can tell how old these were. These were $2 at the time I bought them. This one is called The Orchard, and this is not focusing. If you would like to stitch the orchard, say orchard. The next one is called the Root Garden. This one is super cute. It's got beets and carrots, all sorts of really cute root vegetables. So if you'd like to stitch this one, say root. Okay. The next one is called the Arbor. And I don't know how well these are showing up on camera, but I'm sure you can Google them and see a really good picture. So if you would like to stitch this, say Arbor. And then the last one, and I will confess I'm having a hard time getting rid of this one because I keep thinking, oh, I really want to stitch that, but I'm never going to get there. And so somebody that will have time to stitch it, I want you to have it. And this is called Holly. Okay? So if you want to stitch this one, say Holly. All right? So there's 5. We've got Holly. We've got Arbor. We've got Root. We've got Orchard. And we have Herb. Okay? So there's 5 of them. I will give you guys a couple of weeks before I pull winners, and they'll just show up in your mail. I'm just going to mail them out to you. I'm going to put a stamp on it because it goes in an envelope and I just have to put 1 stamp on it. I don't care where you live. If your name is picked and you're on the Happy Mail form, these are yours. Okay? So good luck, everybody. I hope these I know they'll find a great home. I wish you luck. I hope you have good luck. And there's 5 of them and not many people comment on my videos. So there's a good chance that if you comment, you'll probably win. Okay, we are at the point where I'm gonna bid you a fond farewell. If you're not up for a Black Needle Society unboxing, I will see you next week. If you want to stick around for the unboxing, fantastic. I will try not to drag this out and make this, long and hard and all that stuff. I am not going to read each description off the little card. But here it is. This is Rainbow Stitches by the Black Needle Society. I have no idea what's in it. It is completely sealed. I haven't peeked at all, so let's look at it together, shall we? All right. I'm just going to open it. The box will be down on my counter, and I will just pull things out, and I will show you what's in here. All right, so here we go. I've broken the seal, and their boxes are so great. I love it. Stitching Magic packed up just for you. Stitching Magic packed up just for you. How fun. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is what I'm seeing as I open the box. Here's our description card, and our first thing is peeking over the top. All right. So here's our, I guess they call them spoiler card. I just think of them as a description card telling me what is coming. So let's try this first. Let's pull out this first thing. I think I'm going to have to consult the spoiler card. What is this? Rainbow Statement Scarf. All right. Made by Keepsake Calico. Oh my goodness. We got a great summer scarf. How fun is that? So there we go. There is the first thing out of our box. All right, I'm just going to pile those next to me. I got a notification on my camera. Oh, you guys, look at the next thing. Do you see it? We have got rainbow colored popcorn. Little good snacking with our rainbow stitching, don't you think? Oh my goodness. I am looking forward to giving that a try. And this is by Thatcher's Gourmet Popcorn. That looks delicious. Thank you, Black Needle Society. Okay. We've got some Bohemian raspberry tea. That looks great. And there's a picture of Freddie Mercury on the front. That's clever. Love it. I am here for some raspberry tea. Okay. Oh, oh my goodness, you guys, there's more tea. Oh my goodness, look at this. RBG tea. This is a lemon ginseng green tea, caffeine free. Oh, is that what it says? Yeah. No, it says caffeinated, sorry. And Amy Tea House. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, those are great. I am looking forward to trying those teas. Okay, what's next? Oh, we've got a rainbow spoon. Look at that. What is it? What do I know about the rainbow spoon? It's a heart iced tea spoon. Don't forget to stir in some love and maybe some sugar with this novelty rainbow metal iced teaspoon. Fun! I'm looking forward to stirring up some iced tea. Love it. Ahaha. Look at these. Those are, they call them thread huggers or spool huggers. These are great if you stitch on Q-snaps or on scroll rods, because you can put your extra, it holds your extra fabric right up against the scroll frame or the Q-snap. I have used these. These are fantastic. Thank you. What a clever addition to our box. Okay. Oh, look at this. Retreat in a box finishing fabric. Oh, neat. Well, let's open that up. Let's see if we can take a quick peek at that. I'm going to have to use my scissors here. Oh my goodness. Psychedelic 60s, right? Wow, look at that. That is really cool. I can't wait to see the pattern with how that's going to go together. Okay, we've got our specialty floss. Oh, fun. Silks for You. 100% silk May Pride. We've got 8 meters of rainbow floss. Oh, that is really pretty. You see that? Fantastic. Love it. We've got a notepad. Use your voice. Cool. Absolutely cool. Oh, yes, our exclusive needle minder. I love these things. All right, let's see here. I always have a hard time with these little baggies. Come on. Where are those scissors? I know they're supposed to be easy to open, but I never can do it. Okay, here we go. Let's see her. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at that. Rainbow thread needle minder. Stitch with all the colors. It says right down here, stitch with all the colors. Oh, thank you. This is really, really special. I love that. We have ourselves a rainbow mask. Very clever, very thoughtful. Awesome. Thank you. Love it. We've got some stickers, coffee cups, and I think those are donuts. Coffee cups and donuts in rainbow colors. Love it. We have Fortnite fabric. I choose 32 count, so I've got a 32 count Fortnite fabric. Colorway is hue. I'm just gonna risk some noise here to pull this thing out. Oh my gosh. Look at this. You guys, look at that. Oh, that is fantastic. I am so looking forward to trying this. Fortnite Fabrics. I've never stitched on that. That'll be great. Thank you, Black Needle Society. And then I think we're down to the bottom. Just little crinkles on the bottom. Stitch Rovia pattern called Be Kind Always. Look at that. Fantastic. I love it. I know I said fantastic 100 times. That is really sweet. And look at that, you guys. They have got the hands charted in 3 different skin tones. That is really, really kind. I think that is fantastic. Stitch Rovia. I'm gonna have to go check them out. That makes me happy. All right, so that is the Black Needle Society Rainbow Stitches box. There are fantastic products in here. I love them all. All right, you guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a little bit longer than normal. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, comment for those Shepherd's Bush charts, and I will send them to you. Don't forget to fill out your Happy Mail, and I will see you next week. And as always, you guys, stitch happy, and I am thrilled that you are here with me each and every week. Okay, bye guys.